everyone and welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year's Eve. Well, the day is finally here that the year 2020 is going to be over. I'm pretty sure that many of you around the world are very excited for this year to end and to begin your new year of 2021. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my financial goals for 2021 and what I would like to achieve within the next 12 months. I'm also going to be documenting over the next year how I'm going with these goals and taking you on a financial journey with me. Now, before I get started and stuck into 2021 goals, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Make sure that you click that button down below and give this video a big thumbs up as well because it really supports my channel. Let's start off with my very first goal. Now, the first goal that I have for 2021 is to pay off my car. I currently do not have a bank loan for my car. I did purchase it off my stepdad when he purchased a newer car, and I've always wanted to have his car. So I always said to him, you know, when you wanted to get an upgrade or when you wanted to get a new car, I would love to buy the one that you currently have, which is a Mazda CX-5. I have currently now paid off $15,000 in the space of 14 months, I think it's been. And by February 2021, fingers and toes crossed, I will have paid off the rest of that debt. So the balance at the moment that I calculated yesterday, I think it was $4,040 that hopefully by February, either at the start of February or at the end of February, that car will be completely I will be completely debt-free. I guess the car won't be debt-free because the car doesn't owe anyone any money. So yeah, by February 2021, I will hopefully owe no money to anybody, and every single penny and cent that comes into my account from my job will be mine rather than giving it to somebody else. The next goal that I have for 2021 is to build up my emergency fund up to $7,000. So currently what I have in there is $4,000. However, I want to take out basically all of that $4,000 and hand it over to my mum and my stepdad, leaving me with zero. So then at least I know that that debt is now gone. It doesn't exist anymore. So then all the money that comes in from my job, I can just put straight into my savings and spend as I wish. So the idea is that I will start from zero basically in February and build it up to $7,000. Now that emergency fund will not cater for birthdays, Christmas, holidays, car bills, house insurance, all kinds of insurance. That is purely to have for just emergencies. And I'll explain a little bit later on in the video, but I'm going to have different savings accounts for different events that happen throughout the year. So for my emergency fund, I really hope that by December 2021, I will have $7,000 in there, if not more. So $7,000 is kind of like my baseline, but I would really prefer to have around $10,000 in there. But $7,000 is what I'm going to try and work towards. The next goal that I have is to invest. So my goal for 2021 is to actually invest $12,000 into micro investing platforms and the stock market. So I currently have Spaceship, which is an Australian micro investment platform, and I only started to invest in this platform in October. Was it October? Yeah, it was October. And I currently have in that $105.89. So I've currently earned $5.89 since I signed up in October, which doesn't sound like a lot, but over that, I plan on keeping the money in here for the long term. You know, it's obviously not short-term gains. And in my actual investment portfolio, so what I invest in on the bigger stock market, I have $670.97. And I currently invest with Self Wealth. That is the bigger investment platform. And then my micro investment platform is Spaceship, and I invest in the Universe portion of that micro investing platform. So yeah, so for the year 2021, I hope to invest overall $12,000 minimum to start building up my stock portfolio, which is really exciting. I'm really hoping by the age of 40 that I will be financially independent. I felt like 2020 was my financial literacy learning year. So learning about stocks, learning how to invest, becoming financially literate, creating a good budget and sticking to it. So I found that 2020 was my learning year and 2021 is going to be my action year. So I would like to know in the comments, is that how you have found 2020? So is 2020 more of like your learning year and then 2021 your actioning year? Let me know down below. The fourth financial goal that I have is to build up on my smaller savings accounts. So like I said, I'm going to have my emergency fund, I'm going to have my stock portfolio with my bigger stocks and then my micro investing platform. And then I'm also going to have smaller savings accounts. Now these smaller savings accounts are going to cater for birthdays, Christmas, car insurance, car registration, health insurance. I found out a couple of days ago that I actually need to get my 2 top wisdom teeth out, and then I also need to get some sealants on my teeth because I've got quite large grooves in them, which is going to cost around $4,000. So I actually need to start getting health insurance so then I don't have to pay too much out of pocket. What else was there? And then holiday fund as well, because I do love to go on a holiday and I don't want to rely on my emergency fund for a holiday. That's not the idea of my emergency fund. My emergency fund is for emergencies only. So let's say that I am on holidays and we get stuck somewhere, which actually has happened to me before. If any of you were around with the Cyclone Debbie back in 2017 or 16, I was actually stuck up on Daydream Island in the cyclone. So an emergency fund would have really benefited me back then. So those kinds of things do happen. That's the whole purpose of my emergency fund, is to pay for my mortgage when I can't. So for my smaller savings accounts, I plan to have around $400 for Christmas. That includes all presents and food and the Christmas tree. For my car insurance, car registration, I hope to have around $1,800. It's around $900 for registration and $900 for insurance, so around $1,800. For birthdays, I have to buy for 4 people, so roughly $500 in that account. And then for holiday, it's kind of just going to be whatever's left over. I would like to build it up to 1,000 because I would like to travel a bit more around Australia. That's kind of a personal goal of mine for 2021, is to travel more around my own country. So I would really love to go to Tasmania and Perth, and that is what I would like those smaller savings funds to go towards. The next goal that I would like to achieve in 2021 is to have a very, very clear budget on where all of my money is going. At the moment, I have a pretty good idea, but I don't track my expenses as well as I could, and I also don't allocate money to particular areas as well as I could. So I have an idea of, how much I pay for my mortgage, how much I owe my mum, how much I pay for my phone bill, groceries, that kind of thing. But I would like to track it a little bit more in depth and find where I could cut, not corners, but find out where I could cut my expenses, because I know that basically all of my splurge or fun money, is what a lot of people call it, goes towards food. So how often am I buying food out, and where could I change my behavior, I guess, in my finances? So yeah, having a really clear cut budget on where my money goes every fortnight. And I'd also like to share this budget with you. Let me know, guys, if you would like for me to share how much I earn every fortnight and what money goes where and how much money goes where. I really hope that makes sense. So in this budget, I would like to assign, let's say 40% of my income goes towards investments, the other 10% goes into my emergency fund, 15% goes towards food, 25% goes towards the mortgage, like those kinds of things. And I really would like to try and do the maths, I guess, and really optimize my income and grow my wealth even more that way. The last goal that I have for 2021, and this is actually something that I used to do, but since the year 2020, it's been quite hard to do it these days, is to actually use cash. Now, I find it so hard to spend literal money. Like if it's on my phone, I can just, tap, 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 tap. Oh, $50. Yeah, okay, tap. Like that doesn't particularly affect me as much. Like it's not as an emotional attachment as cash is. Whereas if I have an actual $50 note and someone will be like, oh, that's $12.95, I will find it really hard to break that $50 note and more often than not, I actually don't end up spending that money. I will keep it. And I find that I really have to think about my purchases more when I have physical cash with me. Other reason why I would like to use cash in 2021 is because I would like to do the $5 challenge. I'm not sure if any of you have heard of it before. If you have, please make sure that you give this video a thumbs up so then I know that you have heard of the $5 challenge. It's actually when you take out, let's say that my splurge every fortnight is going to be $150. So I take out $150 cash, and then every single time I break up those $50 notes and I'm left with a $5 note, that goes in a jar and it stays there. So every time you get a $5 note, you put it in a jar, and then in December 2021, or maybe every month, I'm not really sure, maybe every 6 months, every 3 months, every quarter, something like that, I will take all the $5 notes out of that jar and count up how much I have saved. You could do the same thing for $2. I know that a lot of people, and I think her name is Canna Campbell. She is an author and she's a financial advisor, and she gets the 600ml bottles of Coke, and I think the 600ml bottle of Cokes are up to a value of $1,000 if you were to put $2 coins in, and it goes all the way to the top. I'm pretty sure the value is $1,000. But yeah, I would like to use cash to do the $5 challenge in 2021. So those are a few of my goals for the year 2021. I would love for you to follow me on this financial journey that I'm going to be starting in 2021. I really feel that next year is going to be my actioning year, whereas 2020 has been my learning year. So please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel so then you can follow me on this journey, and so then I can share with you my pay and how much I earn and where all that money goes, the $5 challenge, and so then you can come with me to track my investment portfolio and see it grow every single month when I begin to invest. Anyway guys, I really hope that you did enjoy this video. I hope that you have a safe and happy new year, and I will see you in a video which will be sometime in the very near future. Bye guys, happy new year!